Hi guys, the other day I made this beautiful raspberry pavlova. Raspberries are perfect with this as they provide a lovely tartness to go with the sweet base that is so light and marshmallowy that it's the perfect dessert even after a really big meal. So start off by separating 8 eggs. You'll need the whites to make the base of the meringue, which I make the night before so it can cool all day and then I can just throw it together right before serving. Once you've separated the eggs, make sure there's no shell or yolk in the egg whites. You can freeze the remaining egg yolks, but you need to have some idea what's the dish you want to use them for in the end. If it's a savoury dish like a hollandaise or a béarnaise sauce, you can just whisk in a teaspoon of salt and then freeze it, but if it's a sweet dish like an ice cream or a custard, whisk in a teaspoon of sugar before you freeze. Now add the whites to a freestanding mixer with a balloon whisk attachment. Add a pinch of salt. If you don't have a freestanding mixer, you'll definitely need some sort of electrical help or maybe one of those manual egg beaters. But if all you have is one of those whisks and elbow grease, then just don't do it. It's not worth it. Bake a cake or something. So after a few minutes in the mixer, it should be looking nice and satiny, so start beating it up again, but now you're going to very gradually add 500 grams of caster sugar as it's being beaten, very slowly, just about a tablespoon at a time. Once it's all added and incorporated, the meringue should be a lot thicker and shinier. And it should leave really stiff peaks, a little stiffer than that, but I'm going to whisk it up again once I fold in the rest of the ingredients. Start off with 2 teaspoons of vanilla extract for flavour. Use extract here, not essence. Add 1 teaspoon of white wine vinegar and 2 teaspoons of corn flour. Now gently fold that in. You can use a wooden spoon, but I prefer a rubber spatula here. Just make sure that it's all incorporated and you keep all that air inside in the egg whites. Some reaction happens here between the corn flour and the vinegar that gives great rise and keeps the inside really soft and marshmallowy like a cloud, but gives a nice crisp to the outside too. This was still looking a little bit too runny for my liking, and I knew that it would only melt down and not hold its shape in the oven, so I decided to put it back onto the mixer and mix it up another little bit. So then I just whisked it up for another few minutes until it got firm. I wish I could tell you how long this takes, but it all depends on the eggs you use and the temperature of the room you're in, but that looked good to me. If you want to make sure the whites are stiff enough, they say if you overturn the bowl over your head and it stays in the bowl, then it's firm enough, but that sounds really messy, so I'm just doing it over the table. Now line a large baking tray with some parchment or greaseproof paper. If you dot each corner with the meringue whisk and overturn it, it'll keep it steady on the tray when it's in the oven. Now pile the meringue into the centre of the tray so that you have a big heaping mound of it there. Now level out the top of the meringue with a spatula or a paletting knife so that you have kind of a flatted dome shape. This is because when the pavlova is about to be served, we're going to invert it and peel off the greaseproof paper so that the marshmallowy base will be slathered with cream and they'll meld into one another. Now transfer the tray into a preheated oven at 180 degrees Celsius and leave it there for just a couple of minutes before you turn it all the way down to 150 degrees and leave it there to bake for about an hour. Then just turn the oven off to allow the pavlova to cool down with the oven, but leave the door closed and leave it there until serving the next day. So the next day I just combined 250 grams of fresh raspberries, a little bit of aged balsamic vinegar. This stuff is really good quality and really brings out the sweetness of the fruit. Just about 2 tablespoons. If you don't have that though, I recommend you use some lime juice instead, and about 2 tablespoons of caster sugar. Then blitz it all up with an immersion blender, or you could use a regular blender if you like, or even a food processor. Just once it's all nice and smooth, line another jug with a fine mesh sieve and pour the puree through it. This is to remove all those raspberry seeds. You can leave them in if you want and skip this step, but it does look and taste a bit better without them. Once you're done, just set it aside until later. Now you can take out the pav and you can see that there is some cracking around there, but no one's going to notice that once it's inverted. Do this by gently sliding your hand between the parchment and the tray without cracking it further. Place an inverted cake stand or plate over the top of it and quickly but gently invert it. Leave the parchment on it until right before assembling because it'll leave the base really moist and marshmallowy. So once you've had your main course, head back to the kitchen and with an immersion blender whisk up a litre of cream until it's good and thick. Now peel off the parchment, it should come away really easily, and pile over the beaten cream. Maybe not all at once, you can add it bit by bit, but I find that for this size meringue I did use the most of that litre. Now spread it all out so that there's a nice even layer covering the meringue base. Now dot it with some more fresh raspberries, I probably used about 50 grams here. Finally drizzle over the raspberry coulis. You can be as artistic as you like here and bring out your inner Jackson Pollock if you like. Then just slice into it and enjoy. There will be no resistance, no give at all. The cream will just be melting beautifully into the marshmallowy centre and there'll be a very light, crisp base to it. Beautiful. I'm serving it with my really easy one-step coconut ice cream because I think coconut and raspberry go so well together. I'll put the link to that recipe in the description below. Thanks a million for watching, guys. I hope you liked this recipe. If you did, hit the like button below and hit the subscribe button to subscribe to my YouTube channel. I really think you should give it a go. It's very easy and totally impressive. If you do, be sure to let me know how you got on social media. You'll find all the links to my social media accounts in the description below, as well as the link to my blog where you'll find the full recipe at www.rookiecook.org.